Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we're playing Yono and the Celestial Elephants. And I don't know much about this game, and I think it's going to be something that's going to happen for lots of these games that I'll be bringing for us to be playing on Fridays. It's going to be our experimental day. So I only know a little bit about this game. From watching its trailers, I kind of got the impression that this game, besides being very cozy, wholesome looking as you play as an elephant, it also has some Zelda vibes to it. So that idea kind of made me very curious to try it, but I'm not fully sure if that's how the game goes. Maybe it will also have some other things going on, maybe some platforming action. I'm not sure, but from the trailer, I do remember seeing at least a little bit of a dungeon like area, and then I was like, are you kidding me? This is like Zelda with an elephant. And that was enough for me to be curious and wanting to try this game. But besides that, I don't know anything else. So I'm actually hoping my impression was right. Like, I hope I will get a little bit of Zelda into this. But at the same time, maybe I will be surprised by it having other things going on too, right? We need to see how the game goes. Also, I'm hoping that I don't get power outages because it's going to be a rainy weekend here in Rio, which is good because it has been very hot. Actually, 2 days is still very hot in my room, it's super hot. But it's good to see that the rain is returning little by little to the city, or maybe I should even say to the country in general, as it was a harsh summer for us in here. But yeah, if it goes like last time it rained, which was when I was playing the Kirby games, right? When I was finishing the last two Kirby games, they were Kirby Superstar and also Kirby's Dream Land 3. I had lots of power outages happening that day, and then I had disconnections. It was very stressful, but thankfully we managed to finish those games in that day. That was my last day on the Switch online trial, but we did it right. So I'm hoping I don't get power outages, or even I don't know, Twitch servers disconnections, or OBS issues, or webcam freezings because I need to be paying attention to my webcam as well. My streams have been getting some technical issues more often than what I wanted, right? And it's most thanks to like I don't know the softwares or Twitch or the weather. It's not thanks to my computer because my computer has been alright. But yeah, also I'm hoping that the game runs well too. I'm not fully sure if it's going to be a big quality game or anything. Like I was saying, this is an experimental day, so we're going to figure it out together. And I hope that in the end, this game surprises us all with its charm, with its puzzles and adventure, but also it becomes a fun game, right? So I'm expecting it to be enjoyable at least. So let's go for it. As soon as somebody joins the chat or gets to the channel or to the stream, I will do some audio feedback. Also, hi Chill Mode, what's up? Speaking of somebody joining, right? How are you doing, Chill Mode? Welcome. No stress, Papa. Burnouts always made me chill. Wait, burnout? No electronics? Oh, do you mean power outages? What am I going to do now? And most of times it's exploring and it's a good day. Speaking of the devil, yes, I was hoping somebody could join so I could do some audio testing. Let me check it with you then, right? Yeah, the power outages. Yeah, I hope there won't be power outages. I was just looking at my window and it rained earlier, but it's not raining right now. So hopefully it stays like this during the stream time. Yeah, let's check it out. I did it myself, but it's always good to check it on how it goes live, right? So let's do it right now. I'm going to boot up the game. There it is. How is that? Can you hear the game? Can you hear me too? You think the game is maybe loud? What do you think, Chill Mode? The power outages did suck in the Philippines. Yeah, I imagine that probably they are in the Philippines when it rains a lot. Probably it messes up with the whole city, right? So it's the same in here. Not to mention that unfortunately, to add this up, the electricity company, or like the company in charge to provide power to all of the houses, it is a very bad one. Like everyone complains a lot about this one company that's being under this responsibility, right, of pretty much providing power to everyone. That is perfect. Okay, so I'll keep the audio levels like this. Not too loud in contrast to my voice. Okay, there we go. Thank you, to mode. But yeah, the company here is also a bad one. So when there is an outage and then, I don't know, the wind, the rain, or the storm kinda mess with like the posts, right, or the cables and everything, or when sometimes even things explode as well, the resistances and the, I don't know the name of the electrical components, right, but sometimes they do explode. It's even dangerous, right, like it could start a fire. This company takes forever to go there to fix the electricity, and people may have some days without power. It is kind of like bad. Probably that company got monopoly market. I don't know. Maybe there was some competition because I think that's how it goes in here. There is like a budget for like the government sets a budget, and then the companies that are interested to join that opportunity to work in that area, they offer the company like their proposals. I believe that's the word, and then the one with the best proposal that also has the lowest budget normally wins. And probably this company, I don't know, promised a lot of great things to the government, so they ended up picking this company to be in charge of power here in the city. But in the end, it's not with a very good quality. They don't have a lot of client support, or like they don't go to people's houses or neighborhoods that quick, or they don't solve their problems really well. They only sometimes do some quick adjustments to say, oh yeah, power is back, but then at the very first new situation or new rain or new problem, then everything goes back to zero again. They kind of do some quick fixes that are not permanent, and in the end, it's very annoying. It's very stressful, and then your electronics can also be burning or like stopping to work thanks to the changes of electricity. It is a very bad company. Basically, nobody likes it. You got forced to switch internet provider six times. Yes, internet providers can also be very annoying when they don't give you a very good connection, right? Thankfully, the one that I have, even though it is a somewhat monopoly, because this company is specialized in providing internet to like buildings, right, apartments. It's pretty much their service, and then there aren't many others. Even I don't even know if there is like another company that could be doing the same thing in the city, unless it is a phone company. But then it's different. I think it is a little bit different when you get the service from a phone company to give you internet to your home than an internet provider company itself. But yeah, their specialty is regarding internet to buildings, but thankfully they are a good one. I still think they are very good, yes. Normally I don't think it is their fault when I have internet problems. It's either because of the power outages or because of a rain, storms, or anything like that. Having some days without power, it's very bad, right? It delays everything. Delays your life, delays your work. You also can get, I don't know, without anything to do. Also, it's hard to sleep when you are in a hot day, or actually in a hot night, and then you can't turn on your fans or an AC, and then you need to sleep under the heat. Or even like if you like to take a hot shower, sometimes you can't because then the water will be cold. as you don't have power. It is a mess, yes. And then if you need to study as well, you won't have electricity or to charge your phone. I like how people help each other in those cases. But if you need it for work, yes. If you need to work or like study for a test, it is the worst day, right? After that company, they don't listen to rules. Hopefully, they will eventually change, right? At this point, I don't think that. I mean, sooner or later, but hopefully sooner, the government, the city, they are going to change the company because they know everyone in here freaking hates that company. Not only in here, by the way, also in São Paulo, where Subaru lives. It's the same company that manages the power supply there too. So everyone from there also, I read it on the internet that they also are unhappy with their service. Companies used to bid against each other until different budgets got into the scheme, and this is where the big money is made for a few peeps. They back it up with a ton of lawyers. I'm not sure how it goes in here, right? I'm not too deep into this situation, but I know that they are shit. That's definitely what happens. So I'm hoping that in case there are lawyers going on in there, it's like people's lawyers fighting against them, right? So yeah, and then eventually I think they are going to move away from at least my city services. But hopefully São Paulo as well, right? But Brazilians and Filipinos make it work, you know? Most inventive mofos. We are very inventive indeed. Yeah, we do create a lot of things. Or solutions, right? But there are times, man, because like having power is like quality of life, so there are things that you can't really do much, right? You gotta have that basic service or it really makes it harder. F the capitalistic monopoly companies, if only they could work well, right? Or give us quality service. Not every company can do it. All you need is community. Yeah, they focus on apartment internet. You think that sucks? I actually think it's. I mean, like I was saying, my internet provider, I think it's very good. I don't have much to complain about them. A rainstorm brownout can also be calmed down. I mean, the nature, yeah, if you don't get an outage, right? Then a storm outside can be very peaceful or like it can be relaxing. Even when sometimes you are under the rain, it can also be empowering. I do like to get some rain, right, sometimes. And then you can also combine that with music. Yes, like taking a shower in the rain. Yes, I agree with you. I see many people being upset about that, but sometimes it is not as bad in my opinion. Maybe the worst is when like the floor is fully flooded. Then yeah, then it becomes uncomfortable and even unhealthy, right? Because you can get sick from walking in a dirty pond or something. But when it's just the water falling on you and not really the floor is fully flooded, then I don't think it is as bad. But also you gotta save on your phone or like you can't um, allow the water to get your electronics in case you are carrying some of them, right? Yeah, I can see that too, like some biggest nature battery reset, like personal battery reset, right? I feel you a lot to mode. Yeah, sometimes getting um, some rain shower can be revitalizing a lot. Yes. Have the government, the city, the company, the whole system, right? Don't rely on them to make it better. They only want the money, right? I need a Starlink internet. I don't even know if there is a Starlink in Brazil, by the way. But maybe there will be, right? People will make their own ways. São Paulo, Rio, you love these spots. I think I could chill there. Same in the Phillies. There is a whole community of cool people in here. Life in Georgia is for real. You saw the river flood village, but the village stood except for the concrete buildings. Yeah, sometimes like people can handle the flood, but not their houses. That happened last year, right? In the southeast state of Brazil. Was it last year or has it been 2 years already? But there was like a huge flood in the southeast state of Brazil, and people lost pretty much everything because the river rose its levels a lot. And you know what's the craziest? The government was not really taking care of that situation regarding preventing it from happening because it did happen before in the past. Was it like many years ago? It was, but it was still something that they could have predicted, you know, in a way, or like prepared themselves better. And then I haven't heard much about that situation today or like lately, but the last time I heard somebody speaking about it, the person was saying that even back that in that time, the government was not preparing themselves or the cities for another possible flood. So basically, I think the situation is not changing in there either. So hopefully there isn't another big rain that floods everything again. Now that they were able to rebuild the cities and the towns. But it was a massive flood that was very unexpected, and it could have been it could have hit anywhere. Like if that rain that hit the southeast or the southeast actually, right? The southeast state of Brazil hit Rio, for example, Rio would have the same destiny. It would have been down to like the water, right? It was just a matter of like bad luck of theirs for the rain to go to their state, basically, because that rain that hit them was very strong. It was full of water. It was like insane. My water had some snakes in it. I went swimming. What the hell, chill mode? I love your stream. There we go. But let's check this game, right? I want to see how this game goes as it is, supposedly a somewhat cozy looking game, but I'm not sure how good or how bad it is. And then Starlink is worldwide. Is it really now worldwide? Like, anywhere? Yes, I know it is from Elon Musk. Although I don't like him, but can't say that that service won't be helpful for some people. Yes, I'm also not a fan of Elon Musk, especially not after the current situations. But it's the coolest thing he brought. Is keeping all of his other shit. We gotta do it, right? Because it is kind of depressing to see the other shit. You don't know if it actually works. The few times I heard people talking about it, they did say it worked. Yeah, but it's something that I don't remember too much, or like I don't have many people that use it, right? I don't know many people that use it to tell me how it feels. But the times I heard people talking about it, they said it was very good, yeah. Okay, so this game, I was trying to see if my controller was working for it, and it was not. So I'm going to try playing it with my keyboard. And also, when I was checking the options, I did not find anything about controller settings. So let's go keyboard modes just like some other games I play, right? So let's see how it goes. I'm guessing it's enter, isn't it? Okay, new game, there we go. So are you ready to see some Elephant Adventures 2 mode? Is the audio still okay? Because I noticed that it got louder. We are watching stars, a constellation. Yeah, it is getting louder to me. Very louder, actually. I'm lowering it in my place. Oh, it's an elephant constellation. I mean, the game is like Yono and the Celestial Elephants, right? By the way, this cutscene is looking better than what I was expecting, so... I'm already liking the graphics. This looks very good. And then we got a comment from the sky. Is it an elephant? Oh, and suddenly here we are, right? Maybe we were an elephant that came from the sky. Is that how this game goes? No, it's okay by playing this with the keyboard to mode. It's just that it's going to be some more time for me to get used to the commands and controls, right? I'll need to figure out which key does what. But to me, I'm not like that upset when I need to play games with my keyboard. I play freaking Roller Coaster Tycoon with my mouse and keyboard, then Sable, I have been playing it with the keyboard as well. The OG games, this is not very an OG game, I don't think it is that old, but if I will say that it's like an original, right? An original game that will feel very unique for sure. That they don't support USB features, yes. Yeah, they are very indie-like, so they don't have everything. Um, they don't have all of the options available, right? Because it is like a very independent game. Yeah, it was like the stars, and it had an elephant. They lived up for the name since the first cutscene. I was not just expecting our character to come from the sky. I was thinking that he would be, I don't know, praising the sky or, you know, believing in something that's in the sky, but not that he was an alien himself. But then let's see if that's what really happened. But that's what I'm understanding. Like in one night, the skies sent us an elephant to Earth, right? And then this girl Sandara is like maybe being our friend or like I'm not sure. She likes it. Yes, she's very happy, right? The graphics in here they give me some PlayStation 1 vibes already, but of course with a little bit more of quality, or like it's not too pixelated or you know, but the art style is a little bit PS1 to me so far. Young elephants try to use their trunks. Do you mean the tusks? I think trunks is like a different word, isn't it? And then they can't really drink from it at first. Oh wait, maybe you mean the nose. I'm not sure how is the nose of the elephants called in English. Is it trunk? And then they trip on their own trunks occasionally. I can see that. Yeah, they are still learning how to walk and how to move, right? It's pretty much some coordination they don't have, so they need to get used to it. But baby elephants are some cute suckers. Yeah, and then this is hopefully an indie game done right. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, so far I'm liking it. Yeah. You need to get some food. Okay, Chumo, definitely go eat something. I did eat before starting the stream, so I'm feeling good right now. You cooked some mac and cheese, alright. 10 out of 10 gameplay already. Yes, I'm liking the charm of the art style. I was expecting it to be cute and wholesome. But let's see on which direction it's going to go after. Being an elephant, yes, right, it's unique. This only reminds me of Donkey Kong Country 3 that you can play as an elephant in there too, when you transform the Kongs into an elephant. I forgot the name of the elephant in there though. Hi, I'm Sandara. I saw you fall from the sky, so we did fell from the sky. Or, yeah, we did fell from the sky. What kind of thing are you? I'm an elephant. Then I need to press E, okay? I can already see that there are collectibles in this game, like on the lower left corner, there is like some sort of currency, I think. I like our profile picture, by the way, it's very cute. Well met, Sandara. My name is Yono. I'm an elephant. I wonder if I'll need to get a paper to start writing down notes. But in case I do, I have a paper next to me, right? For example, I'm getting the characters' names and everything. I don't know how is this game going to organize itself. I don't know if there will be a menu, side quests. I don't know anything. Let's figure it out. I'm a human. Nice to meet you. I'm on the lookout for an adventure, which is why I'm out here in the wilderness. Oh, we are in the forest or something? Then I saw this big, shiny star fall from the sky, and I figured that could be a good place to look. Did we hit a cave? Because we are also inside a cave, right? That's how I found you so quick. I'm also noticing how we have this one how is this called? It is what Super Mario RPG does. Um, the camera, right? It has a perspective. There is a name for this one perspective. I forgot how it's called. Maybe later I can try to remember it. That's why I'm here too. I'm ready for an adventure. And so am I. There's a small village just up ahead. It's called Windhill. That's where I was when I saw the star. Come on, I'll take you there. Also, by the way, there is probably some song playing. But then now, after the cutscene, I think I will raise the volume on my side because I can't hear this song very well. Yeah, it is a very atmospheric song, but there are like chantings. Yeah, there is some epicness to it, right? That's crazy. Come on, I will take you there. Okay, Sandara, I will try to remember your name. Follow me. There she goes, and then how do I move? Oh, okay, it's D, double S, and A. Can I also go for the arrow keys? I can. Can I jump? Oh, I can dash. Interesting. He's a little bit chunky, by the way, when he's moving, but how can I jump? Or can't I jump? Nothing about jumping so far. Maybe he can't jump because he's an elephant, right? Is there a menu? No? Okay, in case there is a menu, hopefully they will teach me how to do it, right? Let's check outside. Oh, yeah, space bar. Also, this is the Oma's Peninsula. I'm starting to... I think I should start taking down notes, right? Also, this music. There is a little bit of Banjo-Kazooie here. But just a little bit. It's not like fully Banjo-Kazooie, but I like it, yeah. Yes, I will start some notes. I have some Golden Sun 2 notes in here. I'll use the other side of the paper. You can see that it has, I don't know, something printed on it. But it was for the papercraft of my Peach's Castle papercraft, right? But I didn't use this piece. So in order for me to not also waste this piece of paper, I kind of take my notes on it still. But sure, let me start writing things down in here. I need to find a space in my table though. Dude, this song is very good, by the way. I'm loving it. Yono and the Celestial Elephants. Okay, I'm impressed by the charm of the game, I'm impressed by the music so far. Hopefully the adventure they wanna live will also be fulfilling. So we have, of course, Yono, then we have Sandara. And then this place, I forgot how it was called, but Oma something. But then we also had the Wind... I forgot it too. Wind something city, right? I will complete the notes once I remember them. I want to say Windfall, but Windfall is from Wind Waker, so... it's Wind something else. But yeah, I'll leave the paper here next to my mic. And then as soon as I get the names again, I will write them down. Oh, actually, Mode was right. It is called the Trunk then. I didn't know that. I was thinking he was talking about the tusks. So it's trunk, okay. It's by pressing Ctrl. Oh shit. So we have like an airwave. We interact with E. There is a target lock with shift. But it didn't work. I guess it's because I don't have a target. But sure. And we cannot jump then. So this is like our nest, right? This is where we were born, pretty much. Oh, Oma's Peninsula, okay. I kinda went back there just to get the name. As I don't know how long this game is, I'm taking also the notes. Because I'm feeling like I will not beat this game today, right? Just like I did with Journey last Friday. I wonder what happens if I fall on water, but I'm a little bit scared. Will they allow me to go there? They kinda do, right? Oh, okay. I take hits. That makes sense. Then there is a turtle friend. Are you a friend? You are, right? But I can't... I mean, what? I can carry things? What is going on? Oh, that was the target, yes. And then how to use the trunk again? Control. I'm a little bit confused, but sure. I was not expecting that reaction from the turtle. I love how the sign has a profile picture and a description. Sign. It's the Secret Forest Jar Shrine. Oh my god, it's the urns. Please don't lift my jars. Please don't stand in front of them and press your interact button. They break easily. Thank you for your concern. I mean, if those are urns, they are mine, right? So I can do whatever I want with them. But for now, as I felt some authority from the sign itself, I will respect the sign and then not destroy that. Let's follow Sandara again. These big boulders are blocking the path. I just jumped over them before, but maybe we'll want to find another solution, no offense. Okay. I wager even rocks like these are no match for that mighty skull of yours. I'll see you down the road, try and keep up. Alright, Sandara, we got this. Although, I'm still getting used to everything. Maybe if I do it like this? Wait. Oh, headbutt is a space bar. Yeah, there we go. Oh, those are rock bits. The currencies, right? Wow, you really pulverized those boulders. How strong are you? I bet you can push this big, heavy box around like it was nothing. Just keep walking right into it for a while until it starts moving. Really put your back into it, you know? Personally, I can't even budget. Well, I run ahead, don't dawdle. Actually, dawdle, right? I never saw that word. Oh yeah, they want me to press that button. You see, so this game has some Zelda things. I'm always checking the instructions though. Use trunk is control. Oh, I just need to blow it maybe, like this. No, they want me to use my... okay, my body. There we go. My body is ready for this. And then we created a platform, alright. As we cannot jump. Huh. That itself will be different. Hello, Subaru. What's up, man? How's it going? We are here testing our new cozy, wholesome game of the Friday, right? Yono and the Celestial Elephant. We came from the sky, so the Celestial Elephants includes ourselves. And we met Sandara, a girl that's giving us the instructions of how to play this so far. And that's it, we are figuring out what this game is about. But there is some puzzle solving already, some platforming, even though he can't jump. And I like the graphics, the music is not too bad either, so I'm enjoying this so far, yeah. But how are you, man? How was your Nintendo Switch 2 day? I didn't have the chance to talk to you about that, right? That's Sandara, our friend. I also got some currency, like down there on the bottom, that are some rock bits. I'm not sure what are they, but they came from rocks that we broke. This is like a Dumbo simulator, a little bit, but Dumbo can fly. Imagine if we get a flying power-up, then Subaru, I will give it to ya. I was not ready for anything like that. Look at all these dandelions. Don't you just want to blow them all out? Okay, we can try. Kapluffy! And I mean, your nose is huge. Just imagine what a mighty gust you can whip up with that thing. And there she goes, right? So I'm just struggling to get the controls in here, Subaru, because yeah, but we were a comet. That's the thing. We were a comet that we fell from a constellation. So we were not really flying, right? We were more like falling as a comet. And then we hit a cavern. It's not too far, I can show you the cavern. And then instantly we met this girl. Yeah, and then now she's happy that she met us. And now she's teaching us what to do. By the way, we found those urns in there. Should we break them? Because the sign right here was very formal. It even has a profile picture. I thought it was very cute. But it's very formal, like asking for nobody to destroy the urns, right? The Secret Forest Jar Shrine. Please don't lift my jars. Please don't stand in front of them and press your interact button. They break easily. Thank you for your concern. So I'm like sparing them for now. But probably they have treasure, right? Yeah, we fell in here. And then we met the girl that saw a light coming from the sky, and then now we are seeing what happens after that. Sabri saying, you are a Zelda player, you can break it. If I would break it. Yeah, I was saying that I'm a nerd, right? So, oh yeah, there was also this turtle, by the way. Once we got close to it, automatically it went to our back. Oh, it was not automatically, so I did press something. Maybe it was the interact button. It was the interact button, so we can carry things. Yeah. So I believe this turtle will be important for later. Like if someone asks for a turtle, we can carry it. Subaru, I will do the following. I will save the jars until we hit a city, because we are actually going to a city, right? If nobody in the city mentions these jars or something, then we'll return here and break them. As I'm starting to take notes of this game, because I'm expecting to have some side questings, I'm not expecting to be very short, or like, it's probably short, but like, I won't beat it in one single stream like I did with Journey. I think we will take some more days in here, or at least I'm expecting. So I'm going to start writing down some things. Urns, near cave from the start. Subaru, is the audio alright? Chill Mode gave me some feedback, but just to confirm, is everything alright? Because I don't know, like this game was a little bit loud to me or in my place. But I wanna believe it's okay. Oh, we need to do this again? Okay, so entering the cave resets the puzzles. You raised it a little bit when you joined. Do you mean the game or do you mean my mic? What's the most important for me to know is if the game's audio is like not getting to my mic volume, right? And also if you can hear both things well. Like, can you hear the game music? The thing is that I also changed something on my volume settings today, because I was thinking the game was too loud. So instead of changing the audio volume of it on OBS, I decided to change it on my mixer, on my audio mixer for my computer. The game sounds quieter. Okay, so let me do some adjustments, right? Give me a second in here. I'll go back to the mixer. How is it now? Is it better? Or do you think it didn't change? Maybe it didn't change. But I kinda made it louder on the desktop audio, so maybe now you can listen the game a little bit better. My mic is the same volume, right? You haven't noticed it? Okay, let me actually do it again then. I need to click outside of it, there we go, and then I normalize its audio. Yeah, now it's normal, it's not with the change that I did before the stream. Did you notice it different now? Any differences? When I check on OBS, it does sound like my mic is louder than the game, but maybe now it feels good, yes, from what I'm seeing. No, yeah, my phone is in here. Do you want me to check it out in there? Yeah, I have my two phones here, yes. I can try, give me a second. I mean, I did check it myself by testing it before I started the stream, but sure. But then I will need to mute everything, so give me a second. I'm muting that, and I'm muting my mic. I'll be right back. Okay, so... Oh, there we go. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Man, the... Okay, the game's audio is kind of low, isn't it? Sabu, I think that didn't work to me. I couldn't really hear the game's audio at all, right? Let me go back there. Yeah. Yeah, testing it on my phone server was not a very good idea to me. I couldn't do it very well. There isn't much happening in the game, but there is a song. I'm kinda listening the song on my old monitor, so I wish you guys could also hear it, you know? You cannot hear anything? Like no song? Okay, let me do this again then. But now I want to change the OBS settings. But the thing is that I cannot mute it in here, so... Let me see, let me see. No, it's good, it's good. Yeah, now I could hear it on my phone. Yeah, I hear the music on my phone and plus my mic, so everything's good, I think. Yeah, it did feel like a very good audio level, although I did the same as you did. I raised the volume to the max in my phone, but I noticed the difference between the game's volume and also my mic. I thought it was good, yeah. Maybe it is better now because I adjusted the volume of the game back to the normal condition that all of the other games they go for when I'm streaming them. Because as I assumed it would be louder than the other games, I kinda dropped it before the stream. But now I put it back to the same level as the others, so... Okay, okay, yeah. Well, let's go back in here then. What I need to happen is that you can hear the music, but my mic is louder than the music, right? So as I could hear both when I was testing the phone, then it works. But definitely depending on the game that I'm playing, probably my audio volume won't be the same for everything I play, right? So there might be games that you should keep your volume in your place lower than other games. Hence why I need to be testing these volumes and these audio or audio levels every time I'm starting a new game. So our friend Sandara was saying that we should interact with the dandelions, right? So we need to use our trunk like this. Okay. We found more currencies that I don't know what they are. Oh, that was health. So the red items are health. It is just kind of hard for me to do this with the keyboard, but sure. I'm little by little getting more used to this. Although I really... Oh no, I blew the life energy on water. Not that I needed it, right? We have full health right now, but sure. So what do we know so far? We know that we cannot jump. Subaru believes and hopes we can at some point fly just as Dumbo. I can blow, right? I can have some air waves. And also I can headbutt and use our mass, or body mass actually. We can use our body mass to carry stuff. And here we are, we have more puzzles in here, right? Again, even though I still don't remember the word that Mario RPG does in its angles and cameras, this is remind me a little bit of Mario RPG because of this camera, right? But there is a word for that. I can't remember the word at all. But yeah, it's bringing me some memories of Mario RPG still. Okay. We can use the lift in here. And then we have some tall grass that looks like Pokemon. But they don't have secrets. Can I headbutt the rocks? Maybe the tree? And probably we're almost in the city, right? Okay, I see the puzzle here too. Wait, am I stuck now? I think I'm stuck now. Reset. There we go. Is there anything else before that puzzle? There is that other platform. Oh, okay. There is an order to this. Oh, okay. That was my bad. They didn't want me to use it as a lift. It's just like a platform when it's on the top already, right? I don't need to use it to raise me. But there we go, and then now I can use this to move the other lift, yes. There we go, a treasure chest. You found a health token. Is this like a heart container? It is like a heart container. Collect 4 of these and take them to your nearest health token exchange service to trade them in for an extra health container. By the way, I think there was a typo in the previous message. I read it right as like health container, but I'm pretty sure it was saying heath container. It was missing an L. So I will check that later in the VOD, right? But you know what? Maybe I got the right impression from this game. It is basically Zelda with an elephant. Especially because, like, there are many Zelda games that Link can't jump either, so... Our friend here also can't jump, so... Let's check this sign. Oh, Windhill. That's the name of the city, yes. Windhill. A small village with a big wind obsession. I wonder if the creator of this game was really getting the inspiration from Zelda, of course, but especially Zelda Wind Waker. Okay, we got to Windhill. Windhill. Something is scribbled beneath the name. Ingrid was here. Ingrid? Why do I have the feeling that Ingrid is another elephant? Because maybe all of the elephant names in this game will have their names starting with Y, as we are called Yono ourselves, right? Can we enter houses? We can. Hello? Do you have an astronaut helmet? What is going on with you? Also, I'm loving the graphics of this game, yes. This is Gary. Did you know that McKinney built a whole network of subterranean railways all over the kingdom? Some sort of fast traveling? One day I'm going to ride the train all the way to Nightingale City. Nightingale City. I really like that name, right? They are playing with Nightingale. Yeah, Nightingale City. Okay, I'm already down to this game, Subaru. I don't care anymore. Yes, I'm loving this. But I'm too small to ride that far. As always, when I play things in here for the first time, I'm never sure what to expect. But this game is showing me that it will be interesting, you know, so I'm starting to bond with it. I'm liking this, yes. It is kinda getting to what I wanted it to get, to the levels, you know. Can the railroads take you anywhere? If there are railroads, sure. Yes, all the major cities and a lot of other places as well. But then interesting, right? Because Zelda games normally don't have many cities, but in here they are making it sound like there will be lots of cities. I'm getting some Pokemon vibes now. But you have to visit the cities first by yourself before you can take a train there. That's why I'm not allowed to ride yet. In the meantime, I wear my trusty adventure helmet, so I appreciate you explaining me why you were wearing that. And then people always talk about how grand Nightingale City is. Personally, I find it hard to believe that any place could be bigger than Windhill. Yeah, this is like a fast traveling, isn't it? A subterranean train system. I can carry the urn! Look at the urn! Yes! Okay, that's another reason why I'm loving this game, right? There are urns everywhere. How can I break the urn though? Oh, that shows it, right? There we go. And like I was... Can I break the poor flower though? Oh my god, I can. Should I? My finger is like... Please forgive me! Oh my god, the flower even disappeared. Dead. The last one didn't have anything as a punishment for destroying the poor flower that did nothing wrong, right? Can I read books in here? I can't. Let's go check it out even though we cannot use it. Oh my god! There is a transition to... Subaru, I love this game. It is not a shitty game as what I was maybe thinking it could have been, right? It has some cool things. They thought on everything. But maybe I cannot get those other urns right there. How many cities are here for us to travel to? Should we spoil ourselves? Windhill. Halfway point, Windhill, Nightingale City. The Hedgehog Tunnel. Okay. Nightingale City. Halfway point between Nightingale City and the Sunder Garden. The Troll Moss Forest. Let me write that down. Sunder Garden, and the Troll Moss Forest. Then we have the Sunder Garden. Halfway point between the Sunder Garden and Free Haven, the Acorn Woods. Free Haven, and the Woolly Mountain. Yeah, because there are those locations in the game, we are not beating this fast, right? Next, you need to see how's the side questing levels of this game. Lots of side quests, only a couple ones. They replenish the urns. Okay, so that's some easy currency farming, right? I can blow those two. There we go. Oh, never mind. I'm still kinda being confused about the items and the collectibles, right? I was saying that we were farming money, but we were farming health because the freaking red diamonds are health. Yeah. Some chaos. You think the train system is like chaotic, Subaru? Is that what you mean? Let's talk to this woman right here. Good day! This is Jampa. Oh, according to Google, you can beat this game in 5 hours or 6 if you're going to go for 100%. Seriously? Well, I'm still not really feeling that confident we would be this fast. But sure, maybe in 2 streams or 3 streams. I mean, overall, I do expect most games that I play on Fridays to be somewhat short, but then not necessarily that I'll be beating them in one single hit, right? Oh, 8 hours and a half? Yeah, that sounds a little bit more realistic, I would say, because this game is giving us some things, you know? It is not like straight to the point, go there, do that. It's kinda starting to create I don't know, its own universe. You know, like there are many cities, there are places between the cities, there is a whole connected uh, fast travel mechanic. Oh, Chaos is an elephant that gets inside the house and then it starts destroying everything. Are you sure that's not named Link? I know of a character named Link that does the same thing. Oh, hello there, little one. You startled me. Pray tell, what exactly are you? Some sort of animal? I mean, I understand why she's asking us that, but at the same time, we look a lot like an animal, right? So, I'm terribly sorry to ask if it is rude, I mean. It's just you may very well be the first four-legged creature I have ever talked with, so never mind. I was having the theory right now that the one person that scribbled a note in that sign right there next to us that was Ingrid was another elephant. As this woman has never talked to another elephant, maybe it was not an elephant that was the one that did that on the sign, right? Ingrid might not be an elephant, basically. It's quite alright, ma'am. I'm an elephant. An elephant to say, how curious, I have never even heard of elephants before. I have come here to help people and do my best to bring joy to the world. Well, that sounds positively splendid. Welcome to Windhill, little elephant. Our village is not big, but it's quite charming, wouldn't you say? I think you can make many new friends here if you just take a look around. I wonder if that was a little bit of like the point of the game, like maybe the game's message is to say and to show how animals are there to bring joy to everyone and to the world. That felt like it a little bit to me. Like, maybe this game's message is around those lines, right? So what's down here? We have more lifts. Where is that going to? Is there any... Oh, there is a cave down there. I will save that for a little later, right? Who's living in here? Okay, this looks like a research center. How do I do this again? Oh, I can just headbutt them, right? Hi, who are you, Professor? You see, Summer, how experienced I am in video games? Or at least RPGs? I instantly guessed that he's the professor, and I guessed it right. Although he doesn't have a name, he's just the professor. Professor! Okay, the professor. Help me! My scientific experiments seem to have attracted a lot of not snakes, snokes. What are snokes? They have invaded my cellar and I can't go down there anymore. I think there are going to be some snake-like enemies. Maybe I can help you clear them out? Oh, could you? They are nasty little creatures, but they are not very dangerous if one is careful. If you find any treasure down in the cellar, you can keep it as a reward for helping me with the snow problem. Okay, our first quest, I guess. Snokes are a member of the Viperidae family, but they are not venomous to humans. They are, however, known to be very aggressive even towards creatures much larger than themselves. One single snoke is easily dealt with, but they often group together in larger numbers and this can make them quite dangerous. A group of snokes is called a pet. Okay. Okay, even though they are dangerous, we got this, right? This is the assistant. I could study this map for hours. It is a beautiful looking map right there, to be honest. Windhill, Nightingale City, the Thunder Garden, and Freehaven. It's all there. So we got like 4 main destinations, right? There should be a map like this in every town, and we just received one in Windhill. You mean that I can check it? Oh! Look at this, Subaru. The Hedgehog Forest right there. Nightingale is really huge, right? There is like a lighthouse to the east. The Woolly Mountain. Something tells me that the Woolly Mountain will be the closest point to the sky. Maybe it's where the game is going to end. Because as it is about constellations and, you know, elephants in the sky, maybe we'll need to return to sky, I think. And then we are there in Yono's Peninsula plus the Windhill. Although in the map it looks larger and bigger, we were very fast in progressing in the Yono's Peninsula. So you know what? Maybe the game is short, yeah. And then there is the Troll Moss Forest. What is going on in the Thunder Garden? There is like nothing there. Interesting. Oh, I can zoom in like crazy? Oh my god. Well, let's try to get to the cellar then. Oh my god. I need a sword! But we did it, right? I was not ready for them to need to take 2 hits to die, but sure. There we go, we beat them and we're getting our first reward. Oh, we got a health token, nice, that's the second one. You see, now I could confirm it, there is a typo there. In the end of the text. It says Heath container, right? It's missing an L. But we need to find where is the health token exchange service. But there we go. Easy quick dungeon. There we go, Professor, we saved your cellar. I wonder how the Snokes were able to get there. Oh, he's not changing his dialogue anymore? Wait, this is also... Okay, that was also breakable. What I'm missing right now is like a main menu. But I don't think there is one. How do I save and quit, for example? I mean, I could try pressing ask, but I'm scared, right, of pressing ask and then closing the game accidentally. Let's check whatever is in here first. Yes, Subaru, I was trying to play this on my controller, but it doesn't have controller options, or at least it looked like it. It is an independent game, so not all of the independent games will have all of the features we want, right? So that's fine. But then I don't know how to open a menu in here, and then I'm scared of pressing S. It's this button, right? Yes. Okay, it's just a shortcut. I didn't want to do that actually, but... Couldn't I grab that? Oh yes, if I press E. There we go. Much better. His sound effects remind me of Trombone Champ, which is a game that I have on my Switch. Maybe one day we can try playing it here. Oh yes, by the way, speaking of games, one of the things I have been doing when I'm offline, I was working on that today as well. I'm almost finishing it, but I still need to be sure that I'm adding every game that I have, and then I also want to play at some point in the channel. I need to add it to the Rank 1 website, right? And I was working on that. I was pretty much going back to my gaming libraries in Epic Games, GOG, Steam, and Amazon pretty much. And I was going through the list of games that I have in them and filtering which games I can see myself bringing them to the channel for me to be playing them. I did it mostly because of these Friday streams, because I'm thinking about getting the most different games and indie games and wholesome, cozy, fast games as well, and even some city ones. So I was trying to find them all and list them all to make my work easier, right? When I need to pick up another game for us to be trying on Fridays. But not only that, I was also kind of tagging them in the Rank 1 Extension Plus website. I was tagging them so now you and also me, right, we can also know on which one of those libraries I have that game. So for example, I want to play like this one. I want to play Yono and the Celestial Elephants. So now I can go to the Rank 1 and search for the Steam tag. Basically, I'm tagging the games that I have in there under the list of games that I'm looking forward to play in the future. I'm looking for the ones that I have on Steam, and then I'm adding the Steam tag to this game in here because I have it on Steam. But then I also have been listing the Epic Games games, the GOG games, and also the Amazon games in there. Yes, the Friday indie games. Yes, that's the point of today, right? And then in the weekend, I'm going to be playing Paper Trail, which is a Switch game, Switch Saturdays streams, and also Golden Sunday, basically. But basically, I was working on that. Yes, I was tagging the games that I have, that I'm interested to play. Definitely, I have more games than the one that are there in the rank one, but I'm listing there the ones that I have, right? And then that I wanna play. That are the games that I have, and then I don't wanna play them. So those I'm not adding to the list. So it's going to make it easier when I wanna find something new to play, right? Grab the chicken. Grabbing the chicken, sure. Hi, chicken. Can I talk to you? Is this a cuckoo, by the way? Okay, it's not attacking us or anything, but I'm scared of like throwing it. Maybe it becomes mad and then attacks us just like a cuckoo from Zelda. It looks like a friend. Why tasty? Thankfully, I don't think it is tasty because I'm not a chicken fan. Yeah, I bet if I would raise a chicken, it would be a vegetarian before you ate the homie. You have another job interview tomorrow to mode through some WhatsApp video call. Okay, okay. Be sure to rest soon, right? Like go to sleep soon, so you can have like energy for the video call, and just feel natural, right? Do your best to like act natural and do not worry too much over it. We have been sober throughout the weekends. It's better, yes. That's the second week. Let's go, right? Bring the friend. You should start chicken farm with the eggs, right? I mean, I eat eggs, yes, but I do not eat the chicken. There is also this one robot friend right there. I need to kinda release the chicken, so I'm a little bit scared, but let's see. Okay, it's fine. She's not angry at us. What else is happening? I wanna get that right there. I saw another. How are those even called in English down there? Yes, I forgot how are they called. Yeah, how are these called in English? Like these things that I'm like blowing them. Oh yeah, it is a windmill, right? You're right. It is just because it is a paper short one or a small one. I was not connecting the dots. You are right. I was only thinking as a windmill is the massive one, but all of the size of a windmill makes it a windmill. That is true. That is true. You're right, Chomod. Yeah. I will not. Wait, you will not prepare it. Somehow that is when I do best with the job interviews. Yeah, yeah. Just like try to distract yourself until the time comes. Like so far, you grabbed every job. This shouldn't be difficult. Let's go then. Yeah. That mini thing ain't no windmill. That is a Timu windmill. A Timu. Let's speak to the robot. Mercurium. Interesting. That's a powerful name. Good day, sir. Why is he speaking like chill mode? Chill mode likes to speak like that to me. Good day, sir. My, aren't you a strange creature? If you don't mind me asking, sir, what exactly are you? I'm an elephant. Are you chill mode? I'm an elephant. My name is Yono. You're a pretty strange one yourself. Oh, not at all, sir. I'm a mechanic. Is that some sort of species in this game? Like the robots are mechanics? I actually really like that name, like mechanic, right? I came from the robotic city state of Freehaven. Oh, Freehaven is about robots then, okay. If you are wondering what I'm doing down here in Windhill, sir, the answer is that I'm on a vacation. Let's go, right? He looks so happy. Look at his face moving. Man, he's so cute, right? His face moves more like a chicken than the chicken. Yeah, he's like an Wowie. Maybe that's why I like him. Mechani is cute now, but be aware about that AI robot thing, sir. Maybe the AI will be the boss of Mechani, right? Yeah. Because I'm guessing there will be bosses, dungeons in this game, I'm not sure, but in case there are dungeons, the boss of Mechani must be an AI, or maybe I should say the boss of Freehaven, the city, will be an AI creature. Yeah, right, he's a little bit more chicken than the chicken, but enjoy your vacation here, right? Did you know, sir, that Freehaven was founded by the Mechani almost 300 years ago? It is our own glorious city-state, and we are even governed by our own robotic laws. The robotic laws, are they the same ones as the, the sci-fi books? I don't remember them though, but I know they are a thing. How are they again? I kind of wanted to remember them. Give me a second, I'm curious. There are the robotic laws, right? Let me see. Robotic laws. Yeah, the three laws of robotics. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. The second law. A robot must obey the orders given it by humans beings. Wait, let me read it again. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law, so it should not harm another human. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or the second law. Okay, so those are the laws of robotics. Nice. Thank you, Wikipedia. There we go. Just checking OBS again. Nice. You play the best random indie games. Let's go, right? I'm happy that I was right about this one so far. I say so far because it's still not over, but I'm enjoying it so far, yeah. I do have a good sense to choose those games, right? To mode. So far, I'm loving them all that I pick. Like Frog Detective was also great. Always feel good types of games, yes. Yes, Subaru, those were the three rules of the movie I, Robot, right? But also they came from... I won't remember the writer name now because it could be many of them. I'm not sure if it was Isaac Asimov, Philip K. Dick, I don't know, but one of those famous sci-fi writers came up with them, with those three laws. Then again, I'm not sure which one was it, right? But yeah, those laws were kind of famous in the sci-fi universe, and I believe they are probably giving us a reference of that in this dialogue, but it could be different robotic laws as well, I'm not sure. Freehaven is still part of the kingdom, mind you, sir, and subject to the human queen. So there is a human queen as well. That's why I can travel all the way to this picturesque little village without any passport or anything. What a time to be alive! Are there any other robots around here? Well, sir, I did meet this large fellow who was a vending machine. A vending machine? But there are mostly just humans in these parts. I expect you'll meet more mechanics if you ever visit the capital city. But of course, sir, you should go to Freehaven if you really want to meet more robots. So there is also a capital city? That was not in the map. I'm writing it down here. But thank you, that was a very nice conversation with the robot. I still don't know how to get to that one chest, right? Yeah, we need to figure out a way to get to that chest down there. But it has something to do about the windmill. You know what? Let's check the one left that we were skipping, right? The one down here. This one. Let's test it out. What is this? Windhill's Candy Pirate Club? No grown-ups allowed. If you can get past our obstacles, you will find our treasure. Interesting, they have pirate clubs now. Oh no, it is how can I say this? It is one of those HM strength puzzles from Pokemon, right? But this is easy. I'm not being fooled by this, right? It's just this. Come on. Yeah, that was very easy. We got some more money. I still don't know why are they for. Or actually, what are they for, right? Man, the freaking... I need to remember how it's called in my RPG because I'm only getting vibes from it. Like this looks a lot like the underground areas of my RPG 2, right? Especially in the forest maze. Isometric. There we go. Isometric view. Yeah, the isometric view of this game is making me remember my RPG a lot. And I love it. And now this section inside of the cave kind of feels like the caves of Mario RPG 2, or even the Windhill City as well. That's just health. Can I hit that and then they are going to fall? They will. We have that door down there and also something up here. Another door. Where do we go, Subaru? Or maybe chill mode? Down door or upper door? I wonder what will happen when we collect 100 of those currencies down there, like we have 44 so far. But I'm still worried about how can I save in this game. Subaru says we go up, okay. Should I test pressing ask to see if it opens a menu or something? Or maybe this game has autosave, I don't know. I was also thinking that it would tell us how to save, right? Normally games teach you how to do it. I also wonder if every time we find a treasure chest, if it is going to be a health upgrade. Oh, it connects to this place. And this is Lousa. The old man who lives down over there is so scary. He's the village undertaker and he's a zombie? A zombie? What do you mean? I mean, he's not alive. He's no less a corpse than those he was... Wait. I mean, he's not alive. He's no less a corpse than those he has undertaken to undertake. He is wearing a long black cloak with his hands that are cold as the breath. No, breath. Every time I mispronounce breath and breath, right? His hands are cold as the breath of the death, and his face is it is as white as bone. He gives me the heebie-jeebies. What are you doing here by his house, then? I want to get a good look at him, of course. This is so exciting. Horror gamer detected. Yeah. I'm spying on the Undertaker. He's a zombie, you know. But there wasn't anybody there, was there? I mean, never mind, this is a different house. We haven't been to this one, right? Let's go check him out. Oh shit. Remember when I was saying that... Where was it? I actually think it was Free Haven. No, it was Thunder Garden actually. In the map. that I was saying it was empty looking. I said it, but I noticed that it had some tiny things in the hills of it. The tiny things are just like those tombstones, in my opinion. So maybe that's where people like you, Undertaker, come from, right? The Undertaker. Hello, stranger. You are new to this land. Yes, yes, I am. In fact, I just landed. I have never I have never seen an elephant before. At least he knows we are an elephant, right? They say it's an omen of good things to come for both the living and the dead. I am one of the bone whites. We are the walking remains of the long time dead, eternally enjoying the beauty of this world. So maybe the people from Sunder Garden are the bone whites, right? We have McKenny and bone whites. Já deveria ter testado. You think I should have already tested it? Okay. Please don't close the game. There we go. That's our menu. There is a pause button too. Oh, ask is pause. Okay. Save game, definitely. Yes. There we go. Manual save complete. Maybe there is an autosave. But yes, Subaru, what did you think about the Switch 2 Direct? I'm guessing you watched it. Were you any surprised by anything? There is a jar or like an urn in this house's chimney, but I cannot break it. I'm still curious about that. I think I will go back to the dungeon because there was the other door, right? No, no, not today. I was speaking from the one from 2 days ago. Yeah, from April 2nd. No, I actually also didn't have time to watch either today's Treehouse or yesterday's Treehouse. Yeah. I did check on some news, but I will still need to watch the games themselves, right? In the tree houses. Possibly tomorrow I will also not be watching the treehouse, I think, because I'm kind of busy or like watching other things instead. I'm giving preference to watch people reacting to the direct than watching the treehouse itself. Oh, okay, so this continues the puzzles. What about this one? We can break this, right? By using the headbutt. And then I need to press that button. Yes, okay, okay, I think I see it. Yeah, the Switch 2 one. You watched it, but you don't even remember it, right? Well, we got the Mario Kart, right? The new Mario Kart world that looks amazing in my opinion, especially with its new features and very unique character selection, including a cow, but also the dry bones fish that I could never imagine he could like be a character for that. But I really liked the free roam mode that you can just explore the world without racing, but the one racing mode as well, that to kind of race across the whole game or like all of the levels, and then there are the checkpoints. It did remind me a lot of those old Nintendo 64 or arcade like racing games like Cruising USA and stuff. So I also like that one, that mode of Mario Kart World. In general, it looked great to me, yeah. And then we had the game chat announcement as well. That was a big surprise. My favorite thing about it was that there will be games that you use the camera as a mechanic, not only for like you'll be able to see your friends' faces. Yeah, that's cool, but I liked how there are mini games that will use the camera, just like if the camera was a Kinect from the Xbox back in the past, right? Or back in the day. And that made me happy because I do like some silly, crazy gameplay mechanics added to games. I'm only missing the stylus, but we got the mic as well back to this console. So there will be mic mechanics to some games like Mario Party Jamboree as well. Anyway, that made me happy. And then we had the third-party games, so lots of famous games like Hogwarts Legacy, Elden Ring, Hitman. They also showed us more on Deltarune, and Final Fantasy VII Remake is making to the Switch too as well, so that was great news. Then they also showed us a new game by From Software that got everyone by surprise, the Duskblood, which is like a Souls-like game that is exclusive to the Switch too. And we had Kirby Air Riders, the next game after Kirby Air Ride that Cool and Nubble were very excited for, because we were actually talking about it in our Kirby streams here a few weeks before the presentation, and surprisingly they were announcing its comeback, right? We also had the GameCube being added to the Switch Online. I was happy to see that the Pokemon XD and Pokemon Colosseum will be making to it, because those are two Pokemon games that I really want to play at some point. But also Mario Sunshine, and then Soul Calibur 2 made many people happy for it. F-Zero GX as well, even though we should get a new F-Zero game in my opinion. And we finished with Donkey Kong. Yeah, that was a little bit weird to me at first. I was not sure how to feel about his mechanic of like destroying the environment and, you know, changing the landscape and everything. It was very different than what I was expecting from a 3D Donkey Kong game. But again, the more I see it, the more I like it. Also, some people did get their hands on in the games, like some YouTubers and influencers. They were invited by Nintendo to go test the Switch 2, and then I did watch a little bit of their impressions as well. And surprisingly, to some of them, Donkey Kong Bonanza was their favorite game. Like, they liked it more than the new Mario Kart. So you know what, maybe I could start thinking better about the Donkey Kong game, even though it was kind of weird at first. And I'm trying to do it, yes. Especially because it feels a lot like a Mario Odyssey game, from what I heard from the people that tested it already. And yeah, I'm trying to change my mind a little bit towards it. But one thing that somebody said that I was like, yeah, this is a perfect comparison, is that this is Donkey Kong Minecraft. Yeah, the Donkey Kong Minecraft. And I was like, holy shit, you were right, because you can pretty much terraform a lot in there. Yeah, the Minecraft comparison was super accurate in my opinion. Hi Emily, how's it going? How are you? Hopefully you have been doing great. We are here playing our crazy, wholesome, cozy, different, somewhat short as well games on Fridays, right? That's the idea of Friday games. We are testing this one that we are a cute elephant, as you can see. And we are here solving puzzles like in a Zelda game, kind of. And I'm also talking to Saber about the Switch 2 Direct. Have you watched it? Were you hyped for it? Yeah, there is going to be a new Bloodborne-like game that got everyone by surprise. Yes, from Nintendo, right? That's the one that you steal the Pokemon? I think it is. I think that's the one. I wanted to play a Pokemon game that was like under this the normal quotation marks rules of a Pokemon game, right? Like a main one with the normal battles and stuff. It was not like fully different like a Mystery Dungeon game or the Pokemon Ranger games. No, it was like, oh yeah, let's battle, and then the battle is kind of like the main line games of Pokemon, but in a different region that doesn't have the gyms or the gym leaders or the Pokemon League, and with some gimmicks still, like the one of stealing Pokemon and the Shadow Pokemon and stuff. Yes, I'm very curious towards those two games because they are, familiar, yet not the same as the main core games. So hopefully, even though I don't know if I'm getting the Switch 2, I don't think I will be getting it that soon actually. But yes, I don't know when I'm getting it. I also don't know if I will subscribe myself to the Switch Online or even the Switch Online expansion pack for me to get access to the GameCube games. But all of that is possible, right? So maybe if my streaming life up there in the future gets to a moment where it sounds the best moment for us to do it, then I can do it. And then we can play those two games, for example. But if not, in the worst case, we can always go to the emulation, right? So, yeah, but what I mean is that I do want to play those games. Yeah, sooner or later, I want to play them a lot, yes. So they brought us here. I think I would just need to activate that, right? The tiny windmill, and then we get the lift. There we go. Is this going to be another health upgrade item? It is. So yes, I'm thinking every chest in this game will give us the same item. We are only missing one more, right? And then the only way to return is actually returning to the dungeon, okay. But overall, Subaru, I thought it was a very good surprise in Direct. I like that the Switch 2 has some personality, it's not just like a copy of the Switch one. Even the mouse functionality, I was liking it too, in a way. For example, right here in my setup, I have my Switch one behind my monitor, and I have been using it with the capture card to stream the Switch one games. Tomorrow, it's going to be its day again. We're going to be back to Paper Trail. So having a mouse functionality to it in my current setup right here is perfect because I just need to replace where my mouse is to the Joy-Con, and then I can look on the old computer monitor to follow the game. So it is not like a big deal if you have a specific setup for you to use the mouse functionality. But I saw lots of people saying, what does Nintendo want us to do with that, right? Do they want us to, I don't know, use our knees as the surface for the mouse? Are they going to sell some sort of accessory for you to use the mouse Joy-Con? Lots of people were wondering about that, and I get it. But at the same time, it isn't as bad. Wait, is this the right path? It is not, right? I just need to go there. They even showed Silk Song, even though it was just for... Oh, never mind. I need to go down then, okay. Even though it was just for like 5 seconds. Yeah, okay, you were right about that. Somebody did mention that up, right? Subaru said it is a new way for you to, I don't know, kind of destroy or use a lot the Joy-Cons. And, oh. I mean... Okay, now I have a problem. Am I stuck? Maybe we are stuck. Yeah, maybe the Joy-Cons will get worn, or they will worn out. Hopefully that's the right way to say it, I'm not sure. As you use the mouse functionality a lot, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Like, a regular mouse lasts for a long time, right? So, do you really think it would be bad? You know what I would love though? If there was a way for you to connect your Joy-Con mouse to a computer, although I doubt it, but maybe. And then you could use the wireless Joy-Con as a mouse for your computer because, for example, to my setup in here, I only have my cabled mouse, right? But then replacing it to a Joy-Con would be amazing. Sabro said you can leave it the same way you left the other time, but I used the lift to get here. Oh no, you mean the other passage? You're right, you're right, you're right. Yes, we can just go up, right? Good call. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about the upper passage. This passage, yes, good call. So we checked this house, the down house there too. You really think the Joy-Con wouldn't last, man? It is easier for you to buy a wireless mouse than using the Joy-Con. In a way, yeah. Actually, my all-in-one computer, that's my old computer, it came with a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse as well, but I just didn't like them that much because they got those tiny batteries that you had to keep on changing them every time, you know. Hopefully today there are internal batteries to them that they could last for many hours, and then you don't need to buy extra batteries for the mouse or keyboard. But I was not really a big fan of the one that I tried in the past with my old computer because of the batteries. Yeah, but then I also think several that they learned the lesson, right? Regarding the Joy-Con drift. But again, like I was telling Ku as well, I will wait. Wait, what is this now? Oh, it's just the shortcut, okay. I will wait some time to see as well if they are going to have some problems with the console, with the games, with the system. Wait for updates, wait for corrections and fixes, you know? Sabri is asking how much is profitable for you to have dispensable Joy-Cons or Joy-Cons that you need to replace them. Do you know what Nintendo has done regarding the Joy-Cons that were getting drifts? Or you don't know what happened about that? Wait, recall? Or reselling it? Do you mean repairing them and selling them again? Is that what you mean? I mean, actually, what Nintendo has been doing is still, in case you get a Joy-Con that goes drift, is giving you a new pair of ones. Yeah. So you don't pay for a new pair, right? You don't need to buy another pair. Nintendo is replacing yours. And it works. Even here in Brazil, like you just need to contact them and then tell them that your Joy-Con is drifting, and then you send them your bad Joy-Con pair, and then they're going to send you a new pair. Yes. So when it happens to you, you can replace them by just telling Nintendo that you got the problem, right? And you won't have like a new expense. But if they get the damaged Joy-Cons to like fix them and then sell them again, that I'm not sure if they do it, yeah. So basically Nintendo has not been profiting after the Joy-Con drift, because they have been replacing every Joy-Con drift or every pair of Joy-Con that got the problem to the customers. And then I also think that sometime after the problem started, they changed something in the Joy-Con model that made it a little bit better. Or so I hope so, right? I'm not sure either, but for example, I bought my Switch many years after the problem has happened, so and so far my Joy-Cons are good, right? So I'm kind of thinking they might have more protection um, against the drift, or so I hope. But the controller can drift as well. I didn't know that. Did you know that the controller can also drift? But my controller is alright so far as well. Yeah, in the very beginning, everything was a mess, but then they have been replacing the damaged Joy-Cons, yes. Yeah, some people didn't have that in the beginning, I agree, but their policy right now is to replace them all, yes. It, I don't know how long it took them to start going for the change, but now they are really helping the gamers that end up with a damage or a damaged product, right? And they are doing the right thing. Yeah, it is not the fault to the it's not the customer's fault to end up buying something that doesn't last that long, and it happened to so many people as well. So they had to do something about it, and thankfully that's what's going on today. This is Faz. Good day, I'm a traveling marble merchant. I sell marbles. You sell marbles? That's very nice. How is business going? Not good at all. I put down the merchandise for a short while and now I can't find for the life of me remember where I put it. You want us to find marbles, huh? Also, by the way, that behind you, is that a barber shop? Because that one, the spinning cylinder, is like a barber shop thing, right? Can we customize ourselves in here? Is that what's going on? Have you lost your marbles? Yes, I have. I can't find them anywhere. I'll help you look. You will? Yes, I'm an elephant. I'm here to bring peace and harmony and help anyone in need. I will find your marbles for you. Thank you very much. I'm still looking for your lost marbles. I'm sure I left them somewhere around here. I think I lost them when I was resting beneath a tree. Interesting. What about this one? I think it is just another shortcut, yeah. When he was saying resting under a tree, does that mean that I should interact with the trees? Wait, what? Hello? This is that's a hard name to say. Mithranda. What? Oh, it is a barber shop. Welcome to the Windhill Barber Shop. What can I do for you today? Something cheerful and light? Or maybe you are looking for something that brings out the mystery in you? Are we really changing our outfit? Oh, shh. We are. Lost marbles? Isn't it something like you lost your head? I don't know, maybe? But I believe that he actually meant it, right? Like he got marbles that he kind of lost them. I'm kind of scared, but let's see how this goes. The Yellowfant. Oh shit. Although that looks awesome. The Lost Nomad. Okay. Oh! Subaru, do you see the referencing there? Oh my god, that's so good. Yes, right? But I think it is referencing the Appa. It is referencing Appa, right? The flying, fluffy friend of Aang. It could also be referencing Aang himself, but I think it is Appa. The white elephant. Oh, that's straight up Japanese reference, right? The chess master? Oh shit! Is Scarlet? That looks nice too. I mean, I'm just saying that it makes sense. Like, I can see that being an expression, I just didn't know it, yeah. So you're most likely right. But in this situation here, though, I do think he lost physical marbles, and then we need to find them. The green stripes. The festival. He looks like a Pokemon. This one looks like Qfant. Spots. Oh my god. The zigzag purple. The fluffy clouds. Oh shit. And then the cosmic elephant. I believe this is the best one. Not the best one, but it's very cool as well, yeah. Do you have a favorite Subaru? The one that I liked a lot was one of the first ones, actually. I like the elephant a lot, yeah. This red one I like it too. There is something about the texture of his skin on this one that I liked. You like the Avatar one, okay. Yeah, it's nice as well. This one is, I also like this one. It's a little bit, maybe, too much, you know, it's a little bit exaggerated, but I kind of like the color in there. Yeah, the blue is very beautiful. But my favorite was the Yellowfant, yeah. Let's save it for now, right? Let's not change our outfit so far. Maybe later we can start doing it, because we don't know what else is available in the game that we need to use our currencies. Oh, and they are calling them coins. So, okay, now we can just call them coins as well. Alright, let's go. Should I write it down here? I think I will write it down here. I forgot his name. Faz. Faz lost marbles. There is something in here, Subaru, on my side quest notes, that maybe by this point we should go back there just to check it out. Oh, this is totally the center. Yeah, the health center. Oh yeah. Because of the red diamonds. Welcome, adventurer. This is your health token exchange service speaking. How can I help you today, sir? Token exchange? Indeed, sir. This is the place to trade in your health tokens for extra health containers. One brand new container is 4 tokens. I see. So whenever you have collected 4 health tokens, you can come to me or to one of our associates and exchange them for 1 more health container, which will increase your maximum health. That's very nice of you. I will certainly bring health tokens back here when I find them. Always glad to be of service, sir. Have a good day. Alright, we are only missing 1 more. But I was saying that we were skipping the urns from the beginning, right? So now that you got a good idea of what they do, I think it is worth checking them out already. Because I think we won't get punished anymore as I quickly check the city, right? I kinda wish we could run. What am I missing in here now? Oh, I just need to go on this direction, okay. Subaru, do you know? I think you won't know, but I will ask you anyway. But do you know anything about Borderlands 4? Yeah, Subaru is saying that maybe that sign was like giving us a reverse psychology or a reverse psychological message, right? Don't break the urns, but like meaning break the urns. You don't know the Borderlands franchise that well? Yeah, me neither, but they announced Borderlands 4 for the Switch 2, but for some reason every time I was watching people reacting to that announcement, people were, you know, kinda making fun of the game or making fun of the company, making fun of Borderlands. It was like a lot of people. It was like everybody was like, you know, like not this, not that. And then I was like, why is this happening? Like, what happened in the Borderlands community for people to not like it or something? I don't know if there was a situation, you know? Like, why were people not happy or really wanting that game to get to the Switch 2? What happened? Also, why am I stuck in here? Is this a bug or a glitch? Are they not allowing me to backtrack anymore? You see? I have the feeling this is a glitch. Well, Subaru, we tried, right? We are going to move on without breaking the urns. They probably only had currencies or coins. Can't you simply fall? I was trying to, right? But there was like an invisible wall right there. Look at this. Yeah, they are blocking me. I think this is glitched. To be fair, when I started this game, I was expecting a possible, I don't know, technical difficulty with the game, because I do remember when I was looking on people talking about it on the Steam, right, on the Steam page of it. I do remember some people complaining about some possible glitches and things. Maybe that was one of them, but thankfully that one was not like major, right? Like I didn't get stuck or something. But thanks to it, I won't be checking those urns, so that's fine. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Borderlands, but people in general were not happy about it. Maybe later I will try researching why is the community against the game or something. Mm. So what's left for us in here? Oh, we haven't checked this guy, right? I cannot interact with the scarecrow, interesting. We also have... Oh, this house was the barber shop, yeah. Then we have our friend Sandara right there, and the farmer, I guess, which is Manjo. Huff, huff! What to do? What to do? Oh, what are you? I'm an elephant. I have come to this realm to help the people in need. Why? That is certainly grand, for I am indeed in need. Hi Yoda, what's up? So the Telltale Borderland has 94% positive reviews on Steam. Oh, people didn't like the movie? Was there a movie even? I didn't know there was a Borderlands movie. But I mean, if the Telltale Borderland game was so positive, then that doesn't make sense for people to not like the announcement of the game to the Switch too. Yeah, I get it, it's the Telltale game, but I was specifically thinking that Borderlands 4 was the issue. Let me see if I can find something very quickly. Give me a second. Let's see, Borderlands 4. Complaints maybe? Yeah, why are people being so negative about Borderlands 4? It seems that a common sentiment, look at the comments under the new trailer, is that Borderlands 4 is going to be an underdeveloped, underwhelming, or overall bad game. And I'm completely failing to understand why. It's because Gearbox has lost a lot of faith with their fans. I'll never forgive what they did to Troy Baker and the OG voice of Claptrap. Okay, so the company has done something bad to the people that worked on it, right? I think it may be because everyone lost their freaking minds excited for Borderlands 3 and then they were underwhelmed and then they don't wanna have hopes again. It's mostly due to Borderlands 3 being bad and also TT double well. I don't know what's TT double well. Being mechanically fun and tight, but pretty bad in terms of story and writing. The community confidence has been shaken, and it is unclear if it will be better or worse. Oh, it's Tina something Wonderland, wasn't it? Tiny Tina, I think. Tiny Tina Wonderland, yeah. I love this one person just saying it's because the internet forgot how to like things. I mean, that's kind of accurate. And then people really like being negative. Yeah, but then why would the Nintendo fans be so negative as well, you know? I hate Randy and I don't trust him to put out a good Borderlands. This Randy guy was the one in the conference, I think, in the Switch 2 conference that was super optimistic. And then the reactors were all like, no, no, you know, they were all negating Borderlands 4. Okay, so there are a couple of situations in there that gave me some good idea. Next time you guys are checking people reacting to the Switch to Direct, pay attention to that because I did notice a big pattern of people kinda, I don't know, not feeling happy about it. Yeah. Regarding the Telltale Borderland game, Telltale did have a problem, right? I think it even stopped developing games for some time, but now it was back, right? But I both didn't know there was a movie of Borderlands. I mean, I'm not a fan of Borderlands, I never cared for it. Although this situation or this pattern in the direct kind of got to me, got my attention. But yeah, I didn't know about that. The one movie that I heard that has been made is a Minecraft movie, right? I wonder how is that going to play out. Why, that is certainly grand, for I am indeed in need. Do you see my crops over there? I just can't get them to grow. Oh, we need water just like in Donkey Kong Country 3? Why not? What do they need? Water, right? Beats me, maybe they need some water. It has been rather dry as of late. Maybe we can find a tube of water somewhere and fill up that prolonged... I didn't know that prolonged was a word in English. That prolonged proboscis of yours. Proboscis. That certainly sounds like a job for me. I'm on it. Okay, so we'll be able to spit water. Alright. Sabri is saying I even felt it was weird that the movie was not successful because from the trailer it looked fun. I don't know, man. When people do try to adapt games into series or movies, they actually end up um most of times doing something bad, right? Possibly the movie was like fun, but it was not loyal to the original plot of the game, maybe. And then that's why people hated the movie, right? Maybe something can be fun, but still feel very different than the source of it. I will even give you an example. The Sonic movie, even though many people loved it, I felt weird about it because to me it was not very close to what I have seen in the games. Not saying that I hated it, but I felt it was very different than how it felt for me to play Sonic games and then watch the Sonic movie, you know. There is also a Telltale Minecraft game. The one Minecraft game that I actually got this week, thanks to Amazon Prime, was the Legends one. And I was like, oh shit, this looks cool, like a good game. Maybe I should consider playing it myself on the channel. Because I was listing, right, my games, my backlogs and everything, and adding it to the Rank 1 website slash extension. And then I was also tagging them. Oh yes, I have this game on Steam, I have this game on Epic Games, I have this game on GOG and everything. But then once I was looking for a trailer of Minecraft Legends, the overall ratings of it were very low. It was like 3.5 out of 5. And I was like, seriously, this game was this bad? And then I kind of gave up already of playing it, you know? Both because I never played Minecraft, I don't want to say I don't like it, because for some time of my life I used to watch people playing Minecraft on YouTube. I even kind of got some Minecraft stories from books, right? I even read one of those books, but I never really wanted to play it or never really felt it. Although I know there are Minecraft Dungeons games, and then I just now saw this one Legends games. Um, and then I was like, oh, maybe this one could be interesting more than the regular Minecraft. And then after seeing the ratings of it, I was like, oh, maybe not. I kind of gave up on it already. But then another Telltale Minecraft game. I wonder if they're ever making a Telltale Persona game. And I also wonder if I will be playing a Telltale game one day. The only one that I might have that I can remember is a Walking Dead one. Yeah. I was listing my games and checking them out, but I cannot remember of a different Telltale game than the Walking Dead one. Unfortunately, I don't feel like going for it because I don't like Walking Dead. But if only I had a different Telltale game that was from a franchise that I see myself more hyped for, then I could give it a shot, right? But I cannot remember. A Telltale Dark Souls, to be honest, Yoda. Challenge accepted. I could play a Telltale Dark Souls. Even a Telltale Minecraft, I would possibly try it, you know? But then Walking Dead, I feel like not a big fan. But I could try a Telltale Dark Souls. It would be totally different, of course, but I can try. I don't deny the possibility. Would it be my first pick? No, but it's something that I could try. This house was empty? No, it's because it's his house, right? Okay, I'm going to write down here that he wants water. Farmer wants water to his crops. And you see, Subro, that's why we are not beating this game tonight. It's been how long? It's been... Oh, it's been only 2 hours? Okay. It's been 2 hours and we're still in the first city out of 4 cities, and we have lots of quests to do here. Imagine the other city. Oh wait, there is a... Subaru, we are beating this game tonight. I changed my mind, right? Oh my god. I love how they placed both answers to the side quests, like one next to the other. I found your marbles right next to the water, right? Oh look, you found my lost marbles, fantastic. Now I can go right back to business. How can I ever repay you? Not necessary at all, I'm happy to help. You deserve a reward, I will give you 300 coins? What do you think about that? Please keep your money. As an elephant, I'm just here to help. I don't want anything in return. I'm just doing what I'm here to do. Really? Elephants are truly magical. It's nice to have one walk the earth again. It's been ages since the last time there was an elephant. I want to understand more about that, by the way. You know what I will do? I will travel to Nightingale City and donate the coins to the monks at the temple instead. So there is a temple there, huh? That sounds like a very good idea. Fantastic. Thanks again, Mr. Elephant, for all your help. That's another typo. I'm spotting the typos in here as a native English speaker that I am, right? But I'm seeing the typos on this game. I forgive them, right, of course, but that's the second one already. For all your help. I'm so happy you are here. Just wait until the people in the capital city hears about your arrival. I mean, unless it is like an accent or something, it could be it, right? Maybe it is like on purpose. Yeah, let's say it's on purpose then, sure. But there he is. Thanks again for finding my lost marbles, Mr. Elephant. I'm going to travel to Nightingale City and donate to the monks at the temple. Were you guys by any chance collectors of marbles as a kid? I had some, right? But I never knew how to play marbles very well. I do have some memories of playing it with my friends. No, Subaru? I will also ask you something else though, but let me finish this. Yes, I never knew how to play them very well, right? I think my friends were always better than me. Maybe that's also maybe that's also why, or that explains why I cannot even play pool very well. Yes, I also cannot play pool very well. Can you guys play pool very well? Or billiards? It's like the other name, right, for it? I'm so bad at that. I do remember playing an old Flash game that even had online mode of billiards or pool, but I'm not good. Yeah, especially the one in real life. I don't have the coordination for it. Yeah, Subaru also can't play that. I think it's a very cool sport, or like it's a very cool game. Like people go to the bars and play them, you know, and then they hang out and stuff. But I don't have the coordination. I know it's a matter of practicing it, but I was never good at that. But I was going also to ask you if you used to have, and this is a throwback, right? So get ready for this. Oh, Yoda used to collect gift wrap papers. My sister used to collect letter papers, you know, letter papers. Yeah. Those special papers that even had smell, you know, they had some sort of smell, and then you could write a letter to a friend or something. My sister used to love those, yes. But what I used to collect, and I wanted to know if you guys also remember this, were those rubber tiny balls, because we were talking about marbles, so I remember this as well, right? Those rubber tiny balls that used to bounce. Do you guys remember those? They used to be like a big thing in Brazil. And then you could like just shoot them, and then they would be bouncing all the house, all the walls, and all the floors. But they were very tiny, very colored. Subway is saying I think I had one or two of those. I used to have, I mean, I don't remember how many, but I used to have more than marbles, right? I used to have them more than marbles. Yeah. I rarely played with it, but I remember, yeah, they used to be somewhat popular. I now don't remember exactly how I used to get them, but I believe it were like, or it was like thanks to a machine, right? And then you probably had to like add a coin to the machine, and then the machine would give you a random one. But I also don't remember if you could go to stores and buy them directly. I don't have that memory anymore. Do you guys remember the Tazos? Do you know what's a Tazo, Yoda? I'm not sure if that's how it was called in the US, but I wanna believe so. They used to come in the potato chips, and they were all from all sorts of animes and cartoons and games. There was even a Pokemon Tazo, I'm not sure. Looney Tunes Tazos, yeah. Oh my god, Subway still has his Tazos. I had collections for sure. I had the Animaniacs Tazos that they used to fly as well, remember? They used to be like connecting to each other. You could make like figures and shapes of Tazos by connecting the Animaniacs Tazos, or you could make them to fly, you know, you could kind of shoot them as well. Which ones are the ones you have, Sabra? Do you have the Looney Tunes one? Because that's the most beautiful Tazos in my opinion. Which were also the first ones, if I'm not mistaken, of the collections. And then later on they had Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well, right? So you could kind of play a little game of Yu-Gi-Oh with those different looking Tazos. But they were different shaped, right? They were more squared instead of like circles or round. I think the Tazos stopped being a thing in Brazil because of the Brazilian changes in law that you could not promote a product target to kids or something around those lines. And then that's why TV shows were not being advertising, or they wouldn't be supported by companies that make toys, right? To kids because they couldn't advertise their products on TV anymore thanks to this new law in Brazil. And then little by little, those things were starting to disappear because you should not connect a product to a kid as a target. You googled it and you vaguely remember the Tazos. They were also very major or big here in Brazil, Yoda. Yeah, people used to play them and trade them in school, just like you can do with like a sticker album, you know? Subro has the Pokemon Tazos, really? I don't remember those that well. Let me Google them again. I remember the Animaniacs, the Looney Tunes, but the Pokemon I don't remember. Let me see. Pokemon Tazos. Oh, okay, I remember them now. They had some animations, right? Some of them were kinda the Looney Tunes one. I mean, sorry, the Tiny Toons Tazos. Oh man, you know what I wanna do right now after the stream? I wanna go on YouTube and look for somebody that has like a whole collection of those Tazos and see them again. You know, like the person showing them all on a video because I just remember the Tiny Toons Tazos that had some transitions when you moved them, and they were so nostalgic to me now. So I got it wrong. The Pokemon Tazos don't have that transition, but the Tiny Toon ones they had them. Man, I'm getting so crazy. Yes, the Magic Tazo Tiny Toons. Oh my childhood! Oh my god, I used to have. Oh my god. Yes, I'm definitely googling them on YouTube or something because. Oh, I just found a picture. The holy shit! I forgot about the masked Tazos, right? I just found a picture that has like a series of collections that we went through in Brazil. It is this picture right here. I'm going to post that on the chat. Yeah, that's how the Tazos went. Looney Tunes in 1997, Animaniacs in 1997, and the Tiny Toons ones that are very nostalgic to me because they were animated, but the mask ones were also animated and they also had different sizes, right? They could come as like giant Tazos too. and then the Pokemon ones in the 2000, and there were also the Toon Tazos, the Cartoon Network Tazos. I remember them too. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tazos that probably cool would love them for sure. And then the Metal Yu-Gi-Oh! Tazos, I also remember them. So that's the last one. Why did I have the memory of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tazos being squared shaped? I'm probably thinking of something else that was squared shaped. But I really want to go after the Tiny Toon Tazos because I remember loving them. They were probably my favorites. Thanks to their animations, right? I love them so much. Man, that was a good memory. Subway still has one from the mass. Is it a giant Tazo or a normal sized one? I remember they were giant as well. And now I feel sad that Yoda doesn't remember it that much, only vaguely, because they were super fun to collect, right? But then again, I don't know how was it in the US. It's a normal sized one, okay. Did you complete your collection of the Pokemon Tazos? How can I get this water? I think I'll need to use the trunk, right? Oh, okay. And then I spill it. There we go. Yeah, so this is a lot like Donkey Kong Country 3. We missed one though. Do you still have your gift wrapping paper collection, Yoda? Do you still have it? Oh, there we go, and then suddenly a chest popped out. It's another hearth upgrade, yes. Wait, heart upgrade. I have some squared Pokemon Tazos too, that they had the statuses in the back. Yes, I do remember some squared shaped Tazos. Were they from Pokemon? Not sure if they were called Tazos as well. Subaru, weren't there Digimon as well? I'm now also getting some memories of Digimon Tazos. Give me a second. Digimon Tazos, maybe? Digimon Tazos. Yeah, the Digimon ones were squared shaped. Were they? They were. Yeah, they were from the same potato chips, right? Look at this. They have the whole collection right here. Yeah, those were the Digimon Tazos. I just remember them as well. Look at that. Yeah, probably still in the attic of the old house. There we go. I wish I still had some of my old OG collections, right? But I have a trauma. I could never complete a sticker album. Could you guys ever complete a sticker album? I could never. The freaking Soccer World Cup, FIFA World Cup sticker albums, I could never complete them. There is this one Brazilian comics that's called um, Turma da Mônica, right? In English, I think they have a name as well. Monica's Gang or something? How is it in English? Let me see. Uh, Maybe Monica Friends? Yeah, how is that in English? Oh, Monica and Wait. Monica and Friends or Monica's Gang, actually? Yeah, they changed it to Monica and Friends, but it used to be Monica's Gang. Okay, okay. Yeah, I used to have an album of stickers of Monica's Gang or Monica's Friends. Could never complete it. Either the Pokemon album as well, the Saint Seiya album. I also used to have it because Saint Seiya used to be my favorite anime, right? Could never complete it. Yeah, I used to spend money buying the stickers or the stamps, right? Or the, I don't know, the collectible things, the figures. And then I used to trade them with friends, but there is always like missing spots in my albums. Right? Somebody saying the same, he could never complete any of them too. Yeah, right? Was it like a kid's trap? It was a kid's trap, right? Nobody, no kid could ever complete those things. I think nobody that I know could complete them. But I kinda still wish I had them, right? I wonder now if I used to have a more general anime and cartoon album, because I remember the Sensei one and the Pokemon one, but I'm now trying to remember if I used to have one that had different cartoons and animes on it. I'm not sure. Subaru also has the Square Digimon ones. Yeah, I had to Google it, but I remember them too. But then you said that are rectangular or squared Pokemon Tazos, those I don't remember anymore. By the way, Yoda, what did you think about the Switch 2 Direct? Were you happy about the news? Did you like the Switch 2? Is there any game that you were excited for? Out of the announced games, the one that I think that Yoda liked a lot was the one that actually showed it in the first Switch 1 Direct, right? Before, like, 1 week ago pretty much, which was the following game to AI Somnium Files. That is even on sale if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the next game in the franchise, I'm pretty sure Yoda liked that one. You did it! All of my plants are now grown up. That was certainly the most glorious display of nose action I have ever seen. At least since my grandma sneezed that one time. Oh Jesus. You should not remember that memory, right? Wait, why is Yoda laughing though? I got it right, right? You were happy for that one game. And then I think we checked everything in the city, so we might be able to continue. So sure. Oh, before continuing though, let's save the game. Always important to save it, right? Also, by the way, I just figured or noticed that we have the robot friend right there, the Mechani. Yeah, the Mechani one. I almost said Machina. No, the Mechani friend. Let's go talk to Sandara. Ahoy there, Yono. Look at this sleeping boy I found. Can we keep him? Hello? Rated E for everyone? So we're saying that the Digimon Square Tazos, they have joking Pokemon. Joking Pokemon though? No, not joking Pokemon. But you are right, I do think there were some joking Tazos as well. Rock, paper, scissors, right? But then the Digimon ones have Pokemon on the back? Judging from his clothes and shaved head, I would wager, right? Yeah, yeah, joking Digimon, right, Subaru? Oh, okay, the squared Pokemon Tazos, there we go. Oh, I forgot about that. Yoda got me right. I forgot about the Riot remastered. Subaru was hyped for it. Yeah. I honestly haven't heard of that franchise before, right? But I'm still believing Atlas will give us Metaphor with Fantasia through the Switch 2, Persona 3 Reload, and even announce, hopefully, Persona 6. But have you guys played that? I think Subaru said it already. You tried it, right, Subaru? Yeah, you tried it. Have you tried it, Yoda, or have you never played it? At some point, by the way, we all here need to start playing the Shin Megami Tensei games too. But there are so many games for me to play and I'm always disorganized that who knows when, right? But it must happen. It is like an action RPG, but it's not exactly your strongest, right? Your forte. I really wonder how does that go, right? As like a demon summoner action RPG, it sounds to me like Digimon World, to be honest. Like, go Agumon, and then you keep on throwing orders, but then Agumon is fighting by itself. Yeah, maybe I should pay more attention to the gameplay of it. Judging from his clothes and shaved head, I would wager he's a monk from the temple in the city, though he can hardly be more than a novice. Give me a second, it is 10:06 p.m. Okay, I will get the TV show ready to try to record it, but possibly I won't be watching it. But just in case. In Shin Megami Tensei, it is you and your demon party that are fighting.